We are at the Secaucus train station, which could mean only one thing. We are headed to New York City. So good morning, fellow ticket holders. As I said, we are here at Secaucus Junction and we are headed into New York City. We are going to do a few things while we're in there. We are going to go check out Dominique Ansel's Bakery and see what their seasonal cronut is and get a breakfast. And then we are going to go have some pizza over in Brooklyn, as well as check out Jane's Carousel over in Brooklyn. And the whole reason why we're headed to the city and into the Brooklyn area is we're headed towards the Stranger Things experience, sponsored by Fever and Netflix. So come with us into New York City. All right, we have came up. We are on 8th Avenue, headed towards 34th Street to catch the subway down towards Dominique Ansel's. Okay, here we are. We have made it to Dominique Ansel's Bakery. Let's go inside and get us some breakfast. All right, we just finished up here at Dominique Ansel's Bakery and we had a few items, so we will start with the big one. Well, first we'll start with the coffee. It's La Colombe Brew. We just had iced lattes and those are really good. And then we had the perfect little egg sandwich. And what was in that?
The steamed fluffy farm fresh eggs with herbs and Gruyere cheese served warm in a mini brioche bun with a side salad. And the side salad had Dijon mustard dressing. That was so good.
Yeah, the sandwich was that was a beast to try to eat.
Yeah, so it was a fluffy little thing. It was so fluff, and the top was caramelized like a quiche.
Yeah.
And had the herbs and some some sauteed onions and the Gruyere cheese, and that it was super simple, super fluffy, really
awesome
delicious.
Sandwich. Yeah.
It was really good.
And then for the pastries that we got, so right now they're doing around the world collection, so they have pastries that look like actual dishes from different countries, and we decided to get the one from Japan, which are the fluffy pancakes. And so what do they describe those as?
The Japanese souffle pancakes are a fluffy stack made with maple mousse, caramelized bananas, and pecan feuilletine, topped with a pot of salted mascarpone butter and maple jelly.
So this one was pretty good. We went ahead and each got one of the little pancakes there, and I think it actually needed a little bit more flavoring of the maple. So the little pancakes are actually little custard cups, and those are really neat. Like I said, the mascarpone and gelatin on top looked like a little butter pad.
It was very subtle flavor, but it was still good.
But really good.
A really good custard.
And then the main reason why you come to this bakery is their world famous cronuts, and this month's was the
honey peach with graham cracker,
and that was so good. So with the cronut, it's shaped like a donut, but it's technically a croissant.
It's a mixture of both, and
and the flavoring's in the middle. And like every time we've had these, they're not super sweet, they're really fluffy and fresh. I'm surprised that we were able to just walk into the bakery today and have no line at basically 9 o'clock.
Yeah, when cronuts first started, they were being sold in the black market.
They were super popular. You used to come out. So the first time we ever came, we came out here at like 5 a.m. when they opened at 9, and we stood right here where we're at right now and waited all that time, and then we still had to wait to get it. So right now, I guess with mobile ordering and pre-ordering all that helps to cut down on the wait. So it's really nice to just walk in today.
Yep, it was so good. Always a nice spot. It's always been a favorite of ours.
Yeah, we love coming here. It is down here on Spring Street. So we just took the subway down this direction. So at this point, we are going to go over to a chocolate shop called
LA Burdick's.
And Vanessa likes to pick up little truffles and things from there. So let's go over that direction. It's right down the street here. As we're walking our way towards the chocolate shop, we can see this floral shop here. Has a whole bunch of cacti and flowers, and I don't think this is real. They kind of look fake. Pretty nevertheless. And here we are, LA Burdick Handmade Chocolates. So this chocolate shop offers an array of different types of truffles. We can see here they have ones that look like little mice and some that look like penguins. They also have these ones that are look like elephants. Apparently these are handmade without molds, and 100% of the proceeds from the chocolate elephants go to the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. That's really neat of them and really cool of them to do that. And speaking of the chocolate elephants, of course Vanessa had to pick one up because they're so cute. So she'll open up the box here so we can see them. Okay, so there's just a single one in this box. Because I saw the box in there that had 3, but here we go. Here is the single handcrafted elephant. Again, the proceeds from this go to the Shedrick Wildlife Trust.
So these are all handmade and hand piped individually, and it's a very rare form of how they make chocolate nowadays. So back in 1987, Larry Burdick was trained in Switzerland and then came over here to America, and he is really he's widely regarded as the pioneer of fine American chocolate. And I've had these before and they're really delicious, but these are handmade, and it's a very meticulous process, and you could just taste the love with these chocolates. They're really delicious, and I highly recommend them if you ever come to the city. They also have a lot of locations around the world too.
So you going head first or tail first?
I don't know.
So it looks like you went snout first, and that's cool. I didn't realize that the tusks were little almonds, you said?
Yep.
Little almond slivers. All right, so now we'll leave the Soho area and work our way down to the financial district, because we're gonna go see if we can find the Titanic Memorial Park. And as we continue to walk and we actually change to South Village, you can also see that the building architecture has changed. It's really neat walking between the different, what are those called? Boroughs of the city. Oh look, there's a New York pigeon. Hey pigeon, come back, I got a question. Got a question for you. Okay, goodbye. So we've come down into Houston Street Station, and there's all this mosaic art on the wall. Look, even dolphins can ride the subway. So as we work our way to the Titanic Memorial, we'll walk through Doolery Park, which looks to be this tiny little park here. Lots of nice foliage and chairs to sit on. Just a little teeny garden park for those here in the city. So here we are at the corner of Fulton Street and Pearl Street for the entrance for the South Street Seaport Museum. We have this lighthouse. So this Titanic Memorial Lighthouse is a memorial to the passengers, officers, and crew who died as heroes when the steamship Titanic sank after collision with the iceberg at the location on April 15, 1912. Now this lighthouse actually used to be a working lighthouse for the river. It used to stand above the East River on the rooftops from 1913 to 1967. The ball would drop at the top to signal when it was 12 noon to the ships out in the harbor. On July 1968, the Seamen's Church Institute moved it to this present location at 15th Street. And as I said, this is also like the sign for the South Street Seaport Museum, which is right behind the lighthouse here. And actually, apparently the South Street Seaport Museum not only incorporates the building right here that's on, there's another building here on Fulton Street, as well as 1 to 4 ships and a pilot house. That was really neat. It'd be really cool to come down here and check this whole area out one day. And speaking of the ships that you can visit, you can see over top the buildings there, the masts to one of the big ships. And the one with the mast that we can see looks to be the ship Wavertree. And just like that, we have made it to Brooklyn. As you saw, we drove across the Brooklyn Bridge, and here it is right here down on street level, and we're gonna go right through here. I see the carousel going. But first, look at this building architecture here. It is cool. I'm gonna assume this might have been like a warehouse or something for the seaport, and now has been reused for offices and markets and whatnot. Really neat. So I guess this is called a timeout market. I don't know if it's just that, but as I said, used for multi-purpose now. And this building on the other side is a theater. And here we are. This is Jane's Carousel. So Jane's Carousel is a Philadelphia Toboggan Company, or PTC Carousel. Cool souvenir tickets acquired. All right, so we just rode Jane's Carousel, and that was so much fun. As we do in all of our parks we go to, if there's a carousel, we gotta ride it. I'm not the fastest one, but the history of this carousel was so cool.
Yeah.
And so we had to come down here and check it out. So like I said at the beginning of the video, we are going to get some New York Brooklyn pizza, and today we are going to get it from Juliana's. And here we are. This is a margarita pizza, and we added the pepperoni on top. Look at that bubble. Look at the undercrust. Oh, this is gonna be really good. All right, so we just finished up at Juliana's, and that pizza was fantastic.
Very good, very good.
That crust was nice and thin and crackery.
And charred.
And the bubbles and everything. It's the perfect thing to have that charcoal pizza. Just all the flavors, everything was fresh with the mozzarella and the basil. I think it needed a little bit more basil. The pepperoni was a little spicy, but it was a little teeny one, so those are really nice to have. Just definitely a thumbs up pizza here in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. It's family owned. It opened up in 1912, but it has roots from 1925. It's amazing. Grimaldi's is actually right next door. It's owned by the same family. They have a playful rivalry. We can't wait to try that one day.
Yeah.
But we really like Juliana's.
Yeah, really good. So at this point, we have a little bit of time before we need to make it over to the Stranger Things experience. So we're just gonna chill or whatever. So next thing that you will see is we'll probably be over at that area, over by the Stranger Things experience. So we will see you soon. So because we were just under the Brooklyn Bridge, we decided we'd walk up here to the pedestrian bridge and just take a quick gander. We're not gonna walk across because again, we need to be on this side for the Stranger Things experience, but here we are. There's the Brooklyn Bridge. All right, so we've made it to the Navy Yard, and there's an arrow that says this direction. And on the side of the building, Stranger Things, the experience, this direction. There's a lot of good signs, so at least you know where you're going. This is kind of spooky in itself down here in the Navy Yard. Kind of looks abandoned, but it looks like we're gonna make a left up here at the corner. And there's the building. Don't think you can miss it now. All right, as you can see, we have made it. And unfortunately, we cannot show you the first half of the attraction, the actual experience itself, but we will be able to catch you on the second half, which is called the mixtape room, which has all the photo ops and all the cool things to show. So we are gonna go inside here, we're gonna do the experience, and we will catch you in the mixtape room soon. And we are back. We are in the mixtape room. And as we exit, we are here at Family Video, where you can get some of the merchandise for Stranger Things, as well as the logos that go with each test subject. So you had the blue group, the red group, and the yellow group. Found the big fig pens. And over here in the corner we have some very famous, popular 80s pop culture movies that everybody enjoys to watch, like The Goonies and Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, of course, The Breakfast Club. So many different videos. Oh yeah, here we go, Star Wars. Even Freddy Krueger likes Stranger Things. But this whole area looks like a movie rental store. And right next to Family Video, we have Surf Boy Pizza, where you can actually buy pizza by the slice or a whole pie. And it's right out of the van, just like in season 4. Next to Surf Boy Pizza, we have the Hellfire Club merchandise location. Here's the 8-ball, like what you have in season 4 with the kid that liked the 8-ball. And some beanies, some t-shirts again, different ones from the other shop. There's a Hellfire Club shirt on the front, and their logo on the back. Right here we have another photo op for the Hellfire Club. And over here in the freezer section, you got some Eggos, but these aren't real, but definitely really cool touch. Next up we have the arcade from season 1. And in here we have 4 video games. We have Missile Commander, Dig Dug Joust, and Centipede. And there is some Palace Arcade merchandise over here, and I really like this t-shirt. That's really neat. And some keychains, some collector tokens, with each character having their own game token. That's really cool. Again, more of those pig pins, and a calendar. And next up over here, we have the most popular spot. We got Scoops Ahoy and Ice Cream Parlor, where they are actually selling ice cream of many different flavors and different types. And you even have a photo op over there of the boat booth. Oh, and that's funny. Inside the boat you have, it says, "You can't spell America without Erica." Next to Scoops Ahoy, we have the living room from season 1. Very classic 1980s style living room. And there's even all these little touches on the coffee table where Will Byers was missing, and a notepad, an old boombox, some old games and books and things from the period here inside the bookcase. A classic 8-track machine and a record player. And you also have some t-shirts and merchandise here as well. Oh shoot, I just missed it. I think I got a little bit of the twinkle, so apparently the room comes to life just like in season 1. Next up we have the Upside Bar, which sells different drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, as well as costumes from the different seasons. So this is 11 season 1 costume. We also have Dr. Alexi's season 3 costume. And next to that we have this cool Mad Max kind of neon sign with the Palace Arcade. On this other side we have a sign that's a mixtape for Will and some more of those props. So this would be 11's headgear from season 1, as well as the Eggo box and the slingshot from season 1 and season 3. And from season 2 we have the Ghostbusters pack that the boys wore. And from season 3 we have Robin and Steve's scoops. And a sign over here for Will the Wise. And finally around the room next to the Upside Bar we have the Rink-O-Mania from the current season 4, where you have some merchandise that you can buy. We got shirts and tote bags and more shirts. Some cups that you can purchase. A Rink-O-Mania cup. And this really cool like light bright t-shirt. This one's really neat too. And finally here in the middle of the room we have a lot of different things just showcasing items from the show, like the Eggo waffle and a Demogorgon in the bikes. A D&D die, another bike, another Demogorgon, and this really cool photo op with the Stranger Things signs. And that is everything here in the mixtape room. So right now we are in line for Chips Ahoy, and we're gonna see if we can get some ice cream or a sundae or something, because why not? So sorry that the lighting is bad, everything's just blue in here, but Vanessa and I both just got a single scoop ice cream. I got cookies and cream, she got mint chocolate chip, and we both got sprinkles and whipped cream. And it comes in this cute Scoops Ahoy cup. I don't think I liked my ice cream. No, that's not true. The ice cream is really good. And as we leave, there's one more photo op, apparently with a Demogorgon. Little line, we'll wait here and check it out. And here it is, the photo op with the Demogorgon. How awesome way to end this thing. And that will conclude our time here at the Stranger Things experience. This was pretty good, it was fantastic. I don't really want to spoil anything, but the actual interactive part, the first half, is really cool. It's not something like an actual escape room where you have to do stuff. The rooms do their own thing, but it is cool for people to actually interact with the room. The production quality of the actual team members here
was really good.
Yeah, everybody here with the Stranger Things exhibit has done a great job. Definitely trying to get you into the feeling of the show, and the whole story before the mixtape room was definitely on point with the Stranger Things brand. It was like being in an episode of the TV show, so fantastic. And then to see all the cool stuff of being in Hawkins in the mixtape room and all the merchandise and stuff is really cool, and to have that ice cream was fantastic. So that will be our time here at the Stranger Things experience. I'm not sure if I could find this place with such a teeny sign, but there's one reason why we have to come here today, because we get these cookies at Whole Foods out of the freezer department, and we wanted to try the bakery fresh. So let's go inside and get some cookies. And there's even the New York City wildlife. Watch out, Rat. Here comes a train. And that will conclude our time inside of New York City. We are headed back to Secaucus Junction in New Jersey. And that will conclude our full, entire, but fun day in New York City. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know that we enjoyed going to the city and going to breakfast this morning at
Dominique Ansel.
Dominique Ansel's Bakery, and then going to Stranger Things was the main reason why we went to the city today, and that was excellent, like we said. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye! Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.